they're pointing in the same direction, it's even. If they're pointing in opposite directions, it's odd. Okay, what about 36? Has two real roots. Even degree.
Is 35A?
I don't know.
Oh.
The answers are in the back. Okay, so let's look at number 37. I fixed it. This says solve by factoring. Again, it's a multiple choice test. You can use some other method if you choose. If you look at that one, all the answers are rational, so that it would factor. But I'm going to factor 2x and x. The second sign's minus, so my signs alternate. And what can I multiply to get 14? You want to use 7 and 2 or 2 and 7? I'm going to use 2 and 7. Okay. Now, almost everybody has this part. Okay? Almost all of you understand now that these two have to multiply to give you the first term. And these two have to multiply to give you the second term. But the part that you're missing is that they have to check for the middle term, and I don't think you're checking it. Because a lot of you are missing it, and that part is right, but you're missing it because it doesn't work. So to check it, multiply the middle 2 and multiply the outside 2. It makes a smiley face with a nose. 2x times negative 7 is negative 14x. Yes?
Do you have Malia with you?
I do.
Can you send her to the office, please? She'll be leaving.
Yes. Malia, we're going to finish this tomorrow, hon.
So it doesn't work.
Yeah, so this one doesn't work. Now, I'm not going to erase it. Hang on just a second. I'll just try again. Cody, do you have a question?
Well, I understand where the 7 came from, but I don't understand where the second 2 came from.
This one?
Yes, ma'am.
2 times 7 is 14.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so 2x times x. There's no other way to factor 2. And I know it's going to be plus and minus. And if I just switch the signs, it's going to give me positive 12, and that's still not what I'm looking for. Any suggestions? What do you think? We'll try 14 and 1. You think that's going to give me a 3?
Yeah, if you do a negative 14.
How's that going to give you 3, though? See, I got this 2.
I have no idea.
What if we just switch the 7 and the 2?
Yeah, that'll give it.
Let's see if that works. 7x and negative 4x is positive 3x. There you go. That worked. Okay, so that's it. Now I have to solve it. So 2x plus 7 equals 0, and x minus 2 equals 0. So 2x equals negative 7. X is negative 7/2. X is positive 2. Anybody have a question about that one?
How does, do you have to, divide when you got the negative 7 over 2? You divide each side by 2, right?
Yes, that's why I took that over and divided with it.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's an improper fraction. Leave it an improper fraction. Okay, 38. I'm supposed to solve this by factoring, so 2 sets of parentheses. This one's not as hard because there's a coefficient of 1 here. That's a minus sign, so they alternate. Now, if there's a coefficient of 1, remember, these are the easy ones. It's got to multiply to give you negative 28, and it's got to add to give you 3. What do you think?
9 and 4, no.
Not 9 times 4 is 32.
I mean, oh wait, 7?
7 and
3 and 9.
3 times 9 is 27.
Is it,
Oh, okay.
no, 7 times 4?
7 times 4 is
I
28.
don't think that would
You
work.
think that'll work?
I don't
7
think-
times 4. Yeah, that'll work.
I think it will. 7 times 4.
Oh.
7x minus 4x is 3x. It worked. So x plus 7 equals 0. X minus 4 equals 0. So x is negative 7 and x is positive 4.
Will there ever be a time where you won't be able to get that middle term?
Yes. There are times when it won't factor. And outside of the classroom, it'll almost never factor. That's why we have completing the square and the quadratic formula.
Right.
Good question.
Will
Okay.
it happen like that on our test?
If it says solve by factoring, it'll factor.
Alright.
Yeah.
I'm down with that.
And if it says solve by factoring, you can still use the quadratic formula. It works every time, no matter what.
Gotcha.
Okay, now 39 says find all the zeros. Now we've found all the zeros lots of different ways, and one of those ways is by graphing. Graphing won't work if you have a complex zero or if you have an irrational zero. It's hard to find, but if you look at your choices here, these are all rational. So I think that we can find these answers by graphing.